So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the start grid of the Parnu Summer Race 2020. It's time for the Baltic Touring Car Race number 2. It's a fantastic weekend, if you ask me, here in beautiful Auto 24 racing circuit in Parnu, Estonia. So, from pole position, the whole shot for the Lithuanian 2019 Lithuanian champion, Aurimas Mištautas. He was really confident on race 1, took the lead from very start, and now he also set the fastest time in race 1. So here he is behind us, totally focused and ready to race, and obviously now leading the championship. There's no doubt about that. So we'll see how they do in race 2, and then we're gonna head on to the main battles of the Baltic Endurance Challenge 6-hour race. But so far so good. I hope you enjoy it. We definitely do enjoy. Although the season has started a little bit late this year due to all the situation in the world, we still are keen to race and to battle out there in the circuit. So stay tuned and let's see what the competition will bring.
So thanks, Oscars. Cars are already gathering on the grid for BTC Race 2, and as you could see, Race 1 winner Aurimas Mištautas is taking pole position also for race 2, and number 13 Danas Azikeeva will take front row position alongside him as it was in race 1. And of course Azikeeva had a better start in first race. They have a rolling start in this race, but towards the end Mištautas was able to overtake his rival and pull away clearly. So at the checkered flag, the gap was more than 5 seconds between them. Third place went to Isidorius Paukštis, who is also starting from third. The grid is determined by best racing laps from race 1. And good news is that all those 3 main contenders from BTC2 are back in the race. Julius Kirmantas, number 24, is starting from P4. Paulius Urbanavičius, number 77, is starting from P8, and Karlis Kiatkaudas, who was one of the first to retire, so he couldn't set a proper flying lap, will start from P13, but the main thing is that he will be there. And this is Mark Kloss, who will start from P5. He was 4th in race 1. Number 11 Andrius Geblis starting from P6. They had a collision with Loss in race 1. Geblis went out in the complex onto the grass and lost at least 2 places there. Tadas Piatukauskas, number 74, was the winner of BTC2 in race 1, but we will see how it pans out in race 2, because all his main rivals retired in race 1, so he had quite an easy go towards the end. And there is one empty grid spot. I'm not able to tell you who is missing, but it may be number 69, Tomas Jatkevičius. Yes, it is number 69, Tomas Jatkevičius in Volkswagen Golf Generation 1, who should start from P12, is missing on the grid. Yes, his lap time was better than BTC1 winner Girts Kruzmanis did. Jatkevičius' best lap was 1:29.0, Kruzmanis 1:29.2, but crucially Kruzmanis got the checkered flag, which Jatkevičius didn't, and he's also going to miss this race as well. So pity for Jatkevičius. His car has been very fast, he's driving well, but all those technical problems has meant that he's not taken any points from here Parnu, and didn't manage to do it 2 weeks ago in Riga as well. So it seems that everything is ready for BTC Race 2. We still have few minutes in the schedule. 12:55 should be the time the warm-up lap starts, and we still have 3 minutes until that. A little bit more about race 1. Aurel Mishtautas was the winner in front of Danas Asikeyev and Isidorios Paukštis. 4th place went to Mark Loss. They all were BTC3 class drivers. 5th overall, and BTC2 winner was Tadas Piatukauskas in front of Andrius Keblis. 7th went to Tautvydas Ansiuljavicius, 8th to Marius Kaustas, 9th Justas Kudavicius, and 10th was Kirts Kruzmanis, who also won BTC1. It's the lowest class, the least powerful. But now grid girls are leaving, mechanics and officials and everybody else is leaving. Safety car is on the grid, and we will have warm-up lap, then formation lap, and then BTC race 2 over 10 laps. Yes, everything well. Everybody's hoping, having their best hopes at the start, but obviously it's not possible for everyone to win. Although we have multiple classes here, and we will have several winners at the end. But for sure there will be drivers which will be disappointed. So, warm-up lap has begun. Aurel Mishtautas, number 17 BMW, and Danas Asikeyev, number 13 BMW, are starting from the front row. And once more, there are 24 cars were entered. I think we have 23 at the start, or at least should have, we will see. And 10 of them are BMWs and 9 of them are Hondas. So if you want, you can call it Open BMW Honda Championship. But of course there are very obvious reasons why those cars are the most popular with racers. They have most potential to be built into a racing car. And that's the first thing which people look at when starting to prepare. This white small car is Peugeot 208 Kirts Kruzmanis, and we will have we need to follow it because Kruzmanis maybe not here, but in Riga he was overtaking much faster cars towards the end of the race. Of course, he had top 10 finish in race 1 here as well, but he didn't need to be any faster because his class victory was already in hand. But we will see. Kruzman is an old fox. He knows how to drive those cars fast. It has been spectacular. Anyway, first warm-up lap is closing to its end. Safety car has already crossed the timing line. Now in the second half of formation lap, safety car will slow down and then the grid will form behind it. Yeah, it will be interesting to see how the BTC2 cars will perform, because they have not so good starting positions. Maybe the exception is number 24 Julius Kermatas in this white Honda Civic, who is starting from second row. But his main competitors during this year's races have been especially number 21 Karolis Ketkaudas, who is starting only from 7th row, so it's not so easy for Ketkaudas to catch the leading cars. But deciding on race 1 results, those BTC3 leaders were too fast to catch for others. Anyway, we will see. Race 2 will begin in about 1 minute or so. Safety car will slow down now, and then the grid will form behind it. Julius Girmantas in this white Honda and Pistorius Paukštis in black BMW. They are in row 2. Two BMWs in front of them. Yeah, we have quite a colorful grid, colorful field, in a direct sense of that word. And hopefully the race will be as colorful. Remember, in race 1, Danas Asikeev, who is starting from P2, managed to jump Aurimas Mishtautas at the start. How it's going to happen, we will see in a few moments. Leading cars are already on the main straight. And it's go. It seems that Asikeev also managed to take the lead this time. Yes, it is. Asikeev first, Mishtautas third, and Skirmantas is trying to wrestle the third place from Paukštis until now successfully. So Skirmantas is currently third, but Paukštis is not far from him in fourth. But first two are already escaping from their chasers. And first, this is number 83. Marius Kaustas, who is standing basically at turn 1. So no lower on grace for him. And this is leading group. Danas Asikeev first, Aurimas Mishtautas second, and this is number 11. Number 11 is Andrius Keblis, who is going to retire. Yes, he is. Car is standing somewhere on the grass at the track. Meanwhile, leaders are going to complete lap 1. And top 4 are closely together. Asikeev, Mishtautas, Girmantas, Paukštis. Interestingly, the right side of starting grid get much better starts. Yellow flag is shown. That's for that blue BMW standing. And Keblis' car was smoking, or perhaps not smoking, but yeah, there was a collision between them and someone else was involved there. I think it was Mazda Miata. So, usual first lap dramas. And you can see there is a big gap in the field. First 3 now have escaped, and Julius Girmantas has managed to keep the pace of Asikeev and Mishtautas. That's a good sign. And Mishtautas now, under braking, took the first place away from Asikeev, and Girmantas is trying the same. Looking one side, looking another side. Can he beat his rival on acceleration? No, he can't. But Mishtautas, meanwhile, has pulled away already from Asikeev. At least 10 car lengths is between them. But talking about further competition, Karolis Ketkaudas is now already in P6. He started down from 13th place. And this is leader. Of course, yellow flag is out on the main straight, so no overtaking into this complex. And it also means that Pistorius Paukštis could close into Skirmantas once more. Then for 5th place, there is a big battle going on between Mark Loss, Karolis Ketkaudas and Tadas Piatukauskas. But this is a leading group. Skirmantas went wide a little bit into complex and almost lost his place to BaTCC, but then BaTCC ran out of track and is losing pace, so BaTCC is perhaps have some problems. Meanwhile, Karolis Ketkaudas on this Honda is overtaking Mark Loss, and from 13th, Ketkaudas has now gone up to 4th place, but Skirmantas in front of him, his main rival. You see the gap is at least 100 meters between them, and it will be not easy for Ketkaudas to catch up his rival. And Mistautas is also, now he has the race on his own. No rivals in his proximity. Azikev is already 2.5 seconds behind, and gap between Azikev and Skirmantas is also 2.5 seconds. Then there is 3 seconds down to Ketkaudas in P3, and so on and so on. So you can see that it's Mark Loss car which is smoking. Yeah, it smoked heavily, but it's because it's a diesel car, so it's normal. And which car is standing there at complex, difficult to see yet, but several cars have already retired. I've seen some dramas at the start. So currently top 6 is Aureas Mistautas, Tanas Azikev, Julius Skirmantas, Karolis Ketkaudas, Mark Loss and Tadas Piatukauskas. Isidorius BaTCC is shown as 6th at the timing, but it seems that he has lost more ground, even more ground. Yes, he's still cruising, but has lost several places, and he is now even behind BTC1 leader Girts Kruzmanis. Meanwhile, leaders have completed 4 laps. Auremas Mistautas is leading overwhelming over Tanas Azikev, and we can tell that basically inside top 8 there is currently no big battles. Gaps are big and clear. This is second place man Tanas Azikev. But those 2 cars which just flashed through the picture, Julius Skirmantas in front and Karolis Ketkaudas behind him, there is quite an interesting situation, because they are both BTC2 drivers and betting for a class win, and Ketkaudas has been much faster than his rival. He closed the gap by 1 second during the previous lap, so let's see. Ketkaudas may be able to catch Skirmantas. Yes, he's catching, there is no doubt about it. It's more like when he will catch and overtake his rival. Those 2 men were battling for BTC honors, BTC2 honors 2 weeks ago in Riga. Then it was also for the overall win, but this time overall win is out of reach, at least for a moment, with still 5 laps to go. But Ketkaudas is certainly closing into Skirmantas, despite starting from low 13th position, thanks to this early retirement in race 1. On the timing line, the gap between them was still only 1.6 seconds, and Ketkaudas this time was half a second faster than Skirmantas. And there is battle not going on yet, but it's emerging. This is heavy smoking diesel car Mark Loss in 5th position. And you can see from this picture as well as Ketkaudas is closing in all the time. It is really about when positions will be swapped, not if. 1.6 seconds, 1 lap ago, but when they... there's big wobble for Getgaudas, but nothing serious. And they're both now on the main straight and completing their lap 6. And if the gap was 1.6 seconds 1 lap ago, now it's 1.4, and it's mainly down to the fact that Getgaudas made this mistake in the penultimate corner. But it, of course, may be very dear for him towards the end. If the gap stays maybe 1 or 2 tenths at the checkered flag, then he will rue himself for that mistake. But still, we have 4 laps to go, and Getgaudas still has time to catch Skirmantas in front of him, not only for overall P3, but mainly for their class win in BTC2, because they're both battling for the for the BTC2 championship as well. And here is the lone leader, Auremas Mishtautas, BTC leader as well, BTC3 leader of course. And now 7 laps have been completed by him, and you can see that Tanas Asikev in P2 is already a full main straight down on him. 7.8 seconds is the gap, and Mishtautas has very comfortable lead in hand. Skirmantas and Getgaudas have only 1.2 seconds gap, so Skirmantas has been able to respond to his rival, losing only 2.2 seconds per lap is not that bad. If he continues like this, he can certainly hold this 3rd place, but we will see on track. If you look at those 2 cars on the background, I would say that the gap is not 1.2 seconds anymore. Getgaudas has closed in once again, and is doing so especially under braking. Of course, he has put a lot of stress to his car, because he started from P13 and had to battle with all those cars in front of him. Of course, they were a little bit slower than him, but anyway, it took some toll from his car, especially from the tires, and it may be crucial in the end. So they are now completing their 8th lap, only 2 laps to go, and gap is, I will tell you, 0.8 seconds. So this time Skirmantas lost 4 tenths, and Getgaudas is looming in his mirror. Now Skirmantas is going to look behind him, not so much in front of him, and it certainly plays in Getgaudas' hands. So on the back straight, in turns 9 and 10, they are not yet together, but Getgaudas is clearly closing in through turn 10. Not enough close to overtake his competitor, but Skirmantas is now really under pressure. Actually, we haven't seen any driving mistakes from him, apart quite unlike Getgaudas, which has made at least 2 of them. So Skirmantas now must keep going. Only 1 lap to go for them. Either Auremas Mishtautas is already on his final lap, as is Tanas Asikev in P2. Now Skirmantas and Getgaudas as well. And gap, which was 0.8 seconds, has remained constant. So Skirmantas is on his way to P3 and BTC2 win, while Getgaudas, starting from low position, has done a good job, but it was, at least until now, has been not enough for class lead. We'll see, still half a lap to go for them. But what is leader doing? Leader meanwhile has overtaken some back markers, actually lapped them, only 2 turns to go for the leader, and Ketkaudas has not closed in to Skirmantas, so it seemingly remains as it has been. But now leader Aurimas Mistautas is on the main straight, and he has completed the race and won it. Second place goes to Danas Asikeyev. Third, Julius Skirmantas. Can we confirm it? Yes. And fourth went to Karolis Ketkaudas. So the gap was 0.6 seconds only at the flag, but still Skirmantas was in front. Fifth overall went to Mark Loss. Sixth, Tadas Peatukauskas. Seventh, Julius Kirsis, who already also made a good race. He started from the last 24th position after being first retirement in race 1. Then 8th place, Tautas Anzulevicius. 9th place and BTC1 winner Kirts Kuzmanis. And top 10 was completed by Justas Kuteavicius. He was also BTC3 class winner. And Lithuanian national BMW 250 class was won by Robertas Kupčikas, who was 13th overall. So that was the BTC race 2. Maybe not that exciting as it was the rest of race 1, but still lot was happening. And Aurimas Mistautas took another win. He surely will be really satisfied with today. But now with this, basically the sprint races are over for today.
So friends, we are here at the Parc Fermé after race 2 of Baltic Touring Cars, and here is Mistautas. He's the whole shot of this weekend, obviously. 2 wins out of 2 races. A fantastic performance by you.
Yes, it's a quite great weekend for me. Good fight, good speed, everything is okay.
So weather is perfect, so obviously we'll see you in the award ceremony, highest podium position possible. What's the next plan?
Next event. And next event, some preparation, tests, trainings, and win again.
Obviously gonna try to win the championship, this year title as well, yep?
Yeah, it's our goal.
All right, best of luck to you. See you on the podium.
Thank you.
All right, so let's head on and look at the other drivers in the Parc Fermé. We see a lot of drivers now packing up, obviously, after the finish line. Some of them have to go through the scrutiny to check the cars, to weight them, so that would be according to the books. But we're gonna be heading now on to the start grid of the main event today, which is obviously the Baltic Endurance Challenge 6-hour race. That's gonna be quite an exciting race to watch. So follow us on social media and all the possible channels. We go live with the 6-hour race, and we're gonna be bringing you all the action from the beautiful Auto 24 ring racing circuit here in Parnu, Estonia. So stay tuned.
Igatahes on mul monitor endiselt must.
So I'm joined here in I'm here with Julius Germandas, the winner of race 2 in BTC2 class. Julius, congratulations first of all, but tell us first of all what happened on the race 1.
Unfortunately, on the race 1, my drive shaft broke and I couldn't do anything. Yeah, that's racing, you know, but still happy to be here on the second race, and I did pretty good job. I didn't expect Karolis to show up so soon. I was, as Americans say, cruising down, you know, on the street, and I saw his lights and I thought, damn, I should push now. And I was pushing the last 5 laps as much as I could, you know, like hell. And yeah, I did a great job, and I'm very happy to be on the first place. Right.
So obviously the mechanics did a fantastic job fixing your car, so you managed to actually have a really great battle on the second race. Now what's the plan for the rest of the season then?
Yeah, I mean, we see you in Riga, in Bikerniki. Definitely I'm going to be there because I participated in all the events before that, so I have to finish my championship, and yeah, hopefully it will rain.
Seriously, so you like wet conditions?
Actually, I don't like it, but it turns out that I'm pretty good at it, so I'm happy.
That's good news. Yeah. So, and it's going to be in mid-October, so probably we have some rain.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, Julius, congratulations once again, and see you back in the track soon.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Have a good one.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we will have a short break before we head on to the Baltic Endurance Championship 6-hour race, which is going to be very exciting to watch. So let's see what happens. Now, join us back when we continue the live stream. See ya.